Right, so in this video we're going to talk about how we work out the gradient of a line. You'll see I've already drawn out a set of axes, x and y, with a straight line in here. So gradient is a measure of the slope of a line. So the way this works is that the steeper it is, the bigger the gradient. There we go, just getting that down. Okay, so the bigger it is, then the steeper it is. And the other thing that happens with it is that if it's negative, gradient's negative, then it means that the line slopes down the way. Okay, so that's a good check when we're doing questions, that if it's sloping down the way, then we know our answer is going to have to be negative. And that's going from left to right. So that can be used as a check when we're doing a question for whether or not our answer makes sense or not. Right, so that's what our gradient is, but we actually need to have a formula for it. So the formula for gradient, what we need for it is we have 2 points on our graph. We need to have x1, y1, and another point x2, y2. It doesn't actually matter which one's x1, y1 and which one's x2, y2. Like, I could take these and swap them around. It doesn't matter. But for gradient, if we remember from working with it previously, gradient, which we give the letter m, is equal to the vertical change over the horizontal change. So in this case, what we need to do is start using our coordinates to do that. So before, when we've done gradient, we've maybe looked at just given those numbers rather than actually working with the coordinate system. Right, so vertical change is up and down the way. And the way we get that is we do y2 take away y1. So that is just, all it's working is how far have I got to go up the way to go from here to here. So like on my y-axis, how far have I got to go up? And then horizontal change is how far is it from here to here. And for that one, it is x2 minus x1. So as long as we have 2 coordinate points, any 2 at all, then our gradient m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if we do an example of that, so we've got the point A, which is 1, 7, and we've got B, which is the point 4, 9. So we know that m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here it doesn't actually matter which one's 1 and which one's 2 out of A and B. Generally I would pick the ones with the bigger numbers to be the 2, but it doesn't really matter. So if we say that's x2, y2, and that one's x1, y1. Remember, it's always x and y, it's alphabetical. So we can then put that number, those numbers in. So we get equals 9 take away 7 all over, we have 4 take away 1. So on the top, 9 take away 7 is 2, and 4 take away 1 is 3, so our gradient is 2 over 3. And in this case, we're going to leave it as a fraction. That's us for gradient, and we're going to be going on to using that in straight lines, so there'll be plenty of practice in there as well.